So let's go back to the beginning, to the whole picture. What really happened?
Good morning!
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So today we are off on a day trip, an independent day trip without any guide to Tipaza and Cherchell from Algiers.
Yes.
We are going to take a local bus to go to Tipaza. Then we're going to take another bus to go to the ancient Roman ruins. And then we'll take a taxi to Cherchell and then try to return back the same way or take a cab back. It's about an hour or two from Algiers. It's gonna be fun.
Busy bus stop.
Morning scenes at the Tafuda bus stop. So we have got the bus. You need to ask around when you reach the Tafuda bus station. It wasn't that difficult, but I feel that we need to wait a little bit till the time this is full. After a 20-minute wait, we are off on the roads.
120 dinar each. And we have reached the Tipaza bus stand. Taking the bus to the ruins. So the local bus dropped us over here in the map.
We'll put the screenshot.
Yeah,
it
somewhere
was-
corresponds to this area.
Yeah, it was a real local experience. It was a crowded bus.
Yeah,
Took 40 dinars for the two of us.
yeah,
Really nice one. This was the bus.
yeah.
So it took us around 2 hours end to end from Algiers to reach the western archaeological site of Tipaza. We're going to buy the tickets and enter right now.
And you have quite a few souvenir shops around here. I think they're just getting ready right now.
Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock now.
Yeah, it's too early. But yeah, here we are. Tickets.
Got the tickets with cash, of course. So it says 130 dinars each, but he took 50 dinars for each of us. I don't know why, but happy to get the discount. Amphitheater of Tipaza. As usual, Romans used to watch gladiator fights here.
Yeah.
As you pass through the park entrance on the right, the amphitheater is the first building which comes into view. This 80-meter long, oriented east-west. Only the northern part of the monument has been cleared, revealing the walls supporting the stands, the high walls that border the arena and the gates.
Are you aware which language this is? Because they have things written in French, in English and Arabic. But in some places, we even saw it in Algiers. They have symbols like these. Is this Greek or not?
So for centuries, this area was a trading hub with the European counterparts. And since then, it has been colonized by a number of people from different parts of the world, let's just say. For now, we are in the Roman ruins, so we are talking about the colonization of the Romans in this part of the country. And here are some of the best preserved ruins of that era. So this is an anonymous temple from that era.
The differences between the two temples over here are of regular paving, a better state of preservation of the temple staircase, and the existence of remains testifying to later constructions which came to clutter the whole. It seems to be dated to the end of the 2nd century and the beginning of the 3rd.
So this used to be the main road between Algiers and Cherchell back in the day.
The best way to explore these stunning ruins is walking through the area. As you enter, you will get to see the amphitheater, walk on the Cardo Maximus, Forum, Ancient Port, the Capital, Theater, villas and other public buildings, and also able to see the mosaics still preserved on the grounds of the domus. Trees with strange formations due to wind, sculptures on the small trunks and circular necropolis, which marks one end of the site.
The trees, they look so different.
They have this strange shape because of the wind. It's right next to the Mediterranean. Just look at this spectacular view from up here.
And that's the Mount
Shenhua
right out there. The view is insane.
Mount Shenhua in the background with stunning views.
Yep.
Hellenistic one to Greek.
Crystal clear water.
Romans used to enjoy swimming a lot, I guess.
So on the ground of the domus, we can still see some of the preserved mosaics.
The stunning seaside ruins of Tipaza is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. As you walk through the remains of the Roman streets, the Forum, the basilicas, baths, impressive amphitheater, they are all set against the backdrop of the sparkling Mediterranean, and the site's dramatic location and layers of history truly make it one of Algeria's most breathtaking archaeological treasures.
Giram.
মানে যেখানে গ্রেনস
ভাঙা হতো
ভাঙা হতো আর এগুলো দেখ পট Look at the shape of this tree.
Tipaza was a typical Roman port town which reached its peak of wealth and influence under Emperor Septimus Severus. It was surrounded by a 2.2-kilometer defensive wall which helped to maintain its integrity against invading forces until it was finally breached by the Vandals in 372 AD. Thereafter, the town went into decline and many of its building materials were taken for use in the construction of Algiers.
Ancient theater of Tipaza.
Roots in the Greek civilization.
Walking around the theatre of Tipaza, one can see the massive pillars that supported the building, and the auditorium conformed to the traditional design used by the Romans. The exterior walls, the first 3 tiers, they are all preserved. This is considered to be one of the most beautiful nymphanium in northern Africa. The public fountain is semicircular in shape and is evident by the ruins present here.
So these are chicken and cheese stuffed flatbreads, traditional Algerian flatbreads, and we are right outside the western entrance of the archaeological site. It's lively now. wasn't the case 2 hours ago.
Filled with tourists. Yes. Quick bite from here.
Yep.
160 for 2.
The bus back to the station from the ruins is from the parallel street in front of the Centre Commercial.
All the while enjoying the beautiful views of the Mediterranean, we returned back to the main station.
We managed to take the bus from the archaeological site to the main bus stop, the routier of Tipaza.
Yes.
And from here we have taken another shared bus, a shared van rather, to go to Washington.
Tipaza to Cherchell, 50 dinars each.
Right now the van is completely full local experience.
Yes, absolutely. Ooh, port of Cherchell. So this is where the bus dropped us.
Yep, not that far from the city center of Cherchell. We're gonna go around the city, walk around the city, see a couple of spots that we want to, and then come back here to catch a bus to Algiers. Hopefully we come back before it's too late, otherwise we'll have to take a taxi back to Algiers. Like most places having ancient Roman or Greek settlements, this region in Algeria has so much to offer, some sites very well known and some yet not so much.
Door of the West.
In front of us, in the city center of Cherchell, is the Al Mosque. Clearly, this was a church at some point of time. Cherchell seemed to be a very relaxed place. There are archaeological findings exhibited in the center of the city, near the public museum. It was a fun experience walking in the city in the breezy afternoon. We arrived at the National Public Museum of Cherchell, and honestly, we were surprised by how much history is hidden inside. For just 200 dinars, we walked through ancient Algeria, Roman, Phoenician, Berber history all in one place. As we explored the halls, we discovered stunning Roman mosaics, marble statues of emperors and goddesses, and artifacts that are over 2000 years old. The ancient ruins in Tipaza are by far much better than the ones we had seen in Cherchell. However, we must highly recommend you to visit Cherchell just to look at these exhibits at the public museum. It was a good day trip from Algiers, but now it's time to return back. We're gonna try to find a shared van again.
So we have stopped at this place for ice cream. Why? Just to use the toilet. 100 dinar medium cone size. Okay.
We paid 120 to enter the Royal Mausoleum of Mauritanea in Tipaza. So something very interesting happened, because of which we are able to see the pyramid-like structure in Algeria. So we had taken a taxi from Cherchell to go to Algiers because all the buses, they weren't there anymore. We were too late, having ice cream and things like that. But then the guy is very nice. He just offered to get us over here to this site. It's called the Royal Mausoleum of Mauritanea, another UNESCO World Heritage Site. and he's only taking 3,600 for this particular detour. Otherwise it was 3,000, so around 12 euros to go from Cherchell to Algiers by cab.
Circular funerary monument
At an
built.
altitude of
Yes.
260 meters above sea level.
Interesting.
The Royal Mausoleum of Mauritanea is a fascinating archaeological site with ancient tombs and mosaics. It is a well-preserved example of Roman architecture in northern Africa. This historical monument dates back from the 3rd century BC, having enormous stonework, circular in shape, mysterious, majestic, and enduring for its sober and grandiose beauty at 261 meters altitude. Traditionally called Qabr-e-Rumia, which is perhaps the false translation of Tomb of the Christian, some attribute it to Juba II and his wife Cleopatra Selene, daughter of Mark Antony and the famous Queen of Egypt Cleopatra VII, others giving it a later date.
Panoramic viewpoint from this mausoleum area.
It's like we are back in Egypt again. We've reached our room, Hotel Sami again. It was a very smooth ride. So let's go back to the beginning, to the whole picture. What really happened? So today we went on a day trip to Cherchell and Tipaza from Algiers. It's not that far. However, all the trip reports of the people we had seen online, be it on YouTube or TripAdvisor or on Facebook, we noticed that either they did this day trip through some travel agency. There are a couple of very good travel agencies in Algeria who can take you to these places, or they booked a cab and did this entire round trip journey. However, we wanted to take up a challenge and visit these places by public transportation. So we were able to succeed, I would say 80 to 90% of our set goal for the day. So what we did is that we woke up super early in the morning. We went to the Tafura bus station in Algiers. It's just about a 10-minute walk from our hotel. Our hotel is called Hotel Sami. It's in Algiers center. We took a bus. We asked around a bit. The bus took about 2 hours to reach Tipaza. It dropped us right outside the western entrance of the archaeological site. It was a smooth ride, although the bus stops at a couple of places to drop as well as pick up passengers, and the bus only leaves when it's full. It's a small mini van kind of a thing. You have a total of around 20-21 passengers. Yeah, that was how we went to Tipaza. This bus actually dropped us at Gare Routière Tipaza, which has toilets and a couple of shops, by the way, where you can buy snacks or use the restrooms. From there, we took a local bus which was waiting right at the gate, and that dropped us right outside the western entrance of the archaeological site. After that, we had to go to Cherchell. We wanted to do that as well by public transportation. So we took a bus, this time a government bus, back to the Gare Routière of Tipaza from the archaeological site. And from this Gare Routière Tipaza, immediately we stepped in and we got the mini bus to go to Cherchell. So far, Algiers, one mini bus to Gare Routière Tipaza. From Gare Routière Tipaza, a local bus to the archaeological site, a government bus back to Gare Routière Tipaza, then a shared minivan, a minibus again to Cherchell. So this originally should have dropped us at the main bus station of Cherchell, but it did not. It dropped us very close to the Roman Forum. By the way, after Tipaza, as well as the other Roman ruins we have seen across the globe, Cherchell's Roman Forum was a letdown. However, Cherchell has a very nice museum. You would have seen that in this video. Anyways, after exploring whatever we had to do in Cherchell, we walked back to the main bus stop, Gare Routière of Cherchell. And by then it was around 2:15 p.m. in the afternoon, and it was too late. The last bus from Cherchell to Algiers, it leaves at 1:30 p.m. It's too early if you're coming all the way from Algiers for a day trip. Anyways, a nice person approached us, a taxi driver actually. Usually these things usually end up in some scams or whatever. Try to scam you. But then over here, I think it's because it's not that touristy yet, or people are overly great over here in Algeria. The driver said he would charge us only 3,000 to go to Algiers city center from Cherchell. We agreed because we had checked online on Yassir app. It was showing around 2,800 dinars, and this guy was demanding 3,000, so we went ahead with him. On the way, he asked us if we had already been to the Royal Mausoleum of Mauritanea. We did not, because it's not possible to go there by bus. And he agreed to take us there for 600 dinars more. We really welcomed that advice, and we went there. We had a very good time, and later on he dropped us right at the entrance gate of our Hotel Sami in Algiers center. So it was a very good experience, let's say, of the day trip. It costs us many folds less than what we would have paid in an organized day tour. If you are interested to do this day trip yourself using public transportation, at least the going part, then I highly recommend you to do so. You'll have a very local experience. And right now we are chilling in our hotel. We'll go out in a little bit to explore the city and to have something delicious to eat. We are starving, by the way. Before heading out, just calculating how much money we have. Yeah. You'll get a lot of coins over here.
Garantita.
Yeah, it's made with chickpea flours. It's called karantika. Farin de shishkwa. We have come out to eat. We are going to have some sardines, some burek, and some tagine. Très bien. This is the tagine poulet. Some fries, rice, customary bread, the burek, and sardines. Fried sardines with fries. It's extremely hot. That's why I couldn't put this entire thing all together in the mouth. Really fragrant, juicy. Have a look at the fish. What's there inside the burek? Eat. Cheese. Nice. Very good.
So as we were eating,
He asked us what kind of songs we liked. We said Shah Rukh Khan.
And
I don't know if he might just play it because he's so
we
said-
actually think so
Yeah.
that he's going to play some song where Shah Rukh Khan is
there.
involved.
But in any case, the food tastes very good.
It's very good, yeah.
It was such a wonderful meal. Finally, we had sardine fries.
It was a delicious home cooked meal, which was very, very good.
The bill came to 2,600.
And the people are so nice. And yes, they indeed played a song
Of Shah Rukh Khan for a couple of seconds.
Yes. So after having a delicious food, we can't say dinner yet.
Yeah, because we are monsters, we eat a lot. So after our delicious meal, we are back on the road at Route Dush Murad. That's the Grand Post of Algiers, beautifully lit up. We are going to Port Said again to exchange some more currency.
Yes.